Today I'm going to do my foundation routine. I do have quite a bit of acne scars on my cheeks, so I'm going to show you how I cover those. I don't like to cover them completely because I don't want to make it look like my makeup is too cakey or that I have a mask on, so I fade it just enough so that it doesn't show too bad, I guess you want to say. And also today I'm keeping it natural with my hair. I usually have in my clip-in extension. I just did a little braid in the front, and then I just flat ironed, and then I did pin curls last night, and then I just took it down. And I had little marks from where I put the little pins, so I just flat ironed the little marks out. And my hair is growing pretty well. And my goal length is to get it back down to armpit length. That was where my hair was. First you want to get started by moisturizing your face, and I'm using the MAC Moisturelush Cream right here. And I try to touch my face as less as possible, so I'm going to use a foundation brush to put on my moisturizer. I just use a little bit. And then you're going to move on to priming your skin. And what I'm going to use is Reviva makeup primer. It's right here. I used to use the MAC primer, the Prep and Prime with the, I think it's the one with the SPF 50, and that was pretty good. It does get quite expensive, so I was in the vitamin shop about a couple weeks ago, and I saw this primer in the vitamin shop, and it's really good. My skin is pretty oily, and I think I only have to touch up once throughout the whole day, so that's a good primer. What I do is I just take one pump on my hand, like that. And I use the foundation brush to put my primer on as well. And now onto the foundation. Normally, like in the winter time, like fall and winter, I'm like an NC45 in the MAC Studio Fix fluid. But in the summertime, we all get darker, whether you're intentionally tanning or not. You're just being outside, you're going to tan naturally. But with me, it's like I tan just slightly past NC45. And so instead of going to MAC and buying a whole nother primer, because I'm only like darker for like 4 months out of the year, but I'm mainly NC45 most of the year. So what I wanted to do was find like a cheaper foundation. And so I found the e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation right here. And I am in the color Coco right here. And then in the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, the NC45. So what I do is I mix these two together. So I just do one pump of the MAC there, and then do one pump of the e.l.f. and you'll see the different color. And I do one pump of that. And then I just take my foundation brush and just mix it together. And I get that color. And then what I do is I just spot it on my face. I put some here, some here, there, and on my nose. I don't mix my foundation in with this brush, and this is the foundation F60 by Sigma. What I actually use is the dual fiber F50 brush to buff it in, right here. Onto concealing. I use the Studio Finish Concealer in NC45. And this is a little lighter for me in the summertime, but it's okay because I'm going like under my eyes. So it like brightens it. I get my Sigma Large Powder F30 brush here. And then I get the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. It's a translucent powder, so it just sets everything. And let's take a little bit, tap off the excess just a little bit, and then what I do is I start off by just patting it all over. And just pat it all over. And after I've gotten it all over my face, then it's not so much buffing it in. You want to just lightly blend it in. But the closer you hold your hand to the bristles, you're gonna be like rubbing harder. So what I do is I take my hand and I go far away as possible, and that is like gives you like light strokes on there. And then after that, you can go ahead and do your eyebrows. You can put on your blush, your eyeshadow, mascara, contour, do all that stuff. But as far as just doing my foundation routine, this is it. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and see you in the next video. Bye guys.